Shoo! What's going on, folks? Welcome back. That's right, baby. It is opening day of deer rifle season here at the ranch. We have not been to the ranch in a very long time. Okay, we filmed like one video here kind of in the spring, maybe like May or so, and I literally have not been back since. But it is opening day. I mean, this is what we're after right here, okay? This was actually the very first buck that I shot here at the ranch. That was year number 1. Year number 2 was the freak. Year number 3 was this big old deer that we shot last year. And now you're thinking, well, Flair, what are you going after this year? That's the thing. We don't even know. Okay, we have trail cameras out here, but we have not seen one specific target buck. This is the first year in like the ranch history that we haven't had a specific target buck kind of on our radar. We've seen some shooters. There's a lot of mature deer. You know, they don't all have crazy big racks, but there's a lot of big mature deer, and that's really what we're after. How you feeling? Really? That's gonna get her going. Well, like I said, we are at the ranch. We are at the cabin. If you guys are new here, this is the ranch. It's a property that we've had for 3 or so years. We renovated this cabin. This is kind of what she looks like. We got a little bunk room back here, hanging out. And so Jake and I woke up at 3 a.m. and drove here this morning. And we are not leaving until we harvest a big old buck. That's basically the objective. I mean, we're looking at one of these boys. This is a shed we found this year. I mean, come on now.
Something about like yay.
Yay. Yeah, so we found this guy this year. So, I mean, there's big ones out here. If you guys, like I said, if you're new here, the freak, pretty big dog. There's some big ones out here. Unfortunately, the weather isn't super great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I mean, it's to the point where it's like 50 degrees, okay? And so we're not gonna have to, I mean, it's good and bad thing. It's good because, hey, I'm not gonna be cold, but it's bad because, you know, the deer are gonna be a little bit more likely to just hang out, and they're not gonna be specifically going to the food plots that we've got planted out here. You know, they don't have to eat, you know, in the morning, stuff like that. So we don't really know. It's gonna be kind of a toss-up, but it is gonna get cold later this week. So depending on what happens this weekend, we might come back. Jake and I both have buck tags, so it's not like we're just gonna come down here, shoot one deer, and then take off. There's a chance that we stay down here for multiple days. And we've got this stuff. And when it does get cold later this week, this is the brand new Bucks thermal gear. If you guys are deer hunters, or you just, I mean, these are just good old ranching clothes, okay? Super thick, heavy thermal bibs, super thick thermal coat. We've also got this little fuzzy little face buff thing, whatever. That's available at ducksbucks.com. We just dropped it a couple days ago. And so if you guys need to get ready for winter, we brought it in case we end up staying here all week. It is gonna get cold. It's gonna get below freezing in like the next 72 hours. So in case we end up just basically camping out at the ranch for the next week, we do have the cold gear. If you guys need to get geared up for, again, whether it's deer season, ice fishing, or just being out there in the cold, shoveling snow, whatever it might be, I'm telling you, this is like the warmest stuff that you can get, and it's priced, in my opinion, super competitively. It's not like it's not gonna break the bank, and you're gonna stay nice and warm. So we're getting ready to get out there. It is, what time? You got the time on it? Probably 5:40.
You're pretty close.
Was
46.
Hey, pretty dang close. So shooting lights 6:45-ish. Is that right? I think it's 6:40.
6:40.
6:40. So we've got basically about an hour before shooting lights. So yeah, we got up at 3 in the morning, drove all 2-hour drive. You guys are running, Flair, why you never go to the ranch? Because it's a 2-hour drive. Okay. Here's the thing though. Here's the thing. I know all you haters want us to film more videos here, and I want to film more videos here as well. The thing is, us not coming down here and messing around only helps the deer hunting. That way they're not used to hearing anybody. We've got, oh yeah, I'll show you. We got the silent killer. Okay, you guys don't know what that is. I'll show you real quick. We brought the silent killer. This is, you know, we're serious when the old killer shows up to play. Yeah, buddy. This guy right here. We got the old golf cart ready to rock and roll. So this is the silent wagon, the old meat getter, if you will. So we're gonna go incognito. I'm just gonna wear this little fuzzy flannel. Like I said, it's like 50 degrees. So again, nice that I'm not gonna be cold. Not great because it's not gonna force the deer to, you know, use the food plots that we have planted out here. But like I said, this is probably the most, you know, blind we've ever been in the last 3 years at the ranch, meaning like whatever bucks show up, there's a chance we've never seen them before. And so we've got the old 6.5. She's ready to bark. Okay, she's thirsty. She's hungry. She's ready to get after it. But again, we don't have like a target. We don't have an agenda. It's not like we're going out here for this deer, and if we don't see this deer, we're not gonna shoot. If it's a mature buck, it's getting shot today. It doesn't have to have the craziest rack. It just has to be a big old mature buck. Because here's the thing, even though that if it doesn't have a huge rack, if it's big and mature, you know, typically those are bully bucks, which means those are the ones that might run off your good, you know, 3-year-old deer, right? That has good potential. Within 2 years, it's gonna look like the freak. Them big boys, they'll run them out. So you wanna take them out. It's kind of what we did last year. We shot that big old guy. Kind of the same idea. His rack was nice, nothing too crazy, but it allows for the younger deer with more potential to kind of come in and start using the property. So I know there's a lot of those. There's a lot of old, mature, not super crazy racked deer. There's also some pretty big deer that do have some nice racks. So that's the objective. Harvest a mature buck. That, again, doesn't have to be the best rack, but it's got to be a big mature boy. You excited?
Yeah. Did you tell him about your big typical friend?
No. Oh, yeah.
That big guy?
Yeah, he's gone. No, we haven't, like I said, we haven't seen anything really that's piqued my interest. So anyways, that's kind of the plan is we're just going to get kind of loaded up, get the old pumpkin patch gear on, and get our binos out. And like I said, we're camping out. We brought clothes for the week, got food. We're going to hang out and camp, survive. It's not really survive, but we ain't leaving till we harvest a big old buck. You guys stay tuned. Shoo! All right, we are in the old silent killer. Look at that. She's just hungry. Tell you what, this is, she's just the killer, okay? Well, we're gonna head over, we're gonna go to the boomerang plot. Again, if you're new, some of this stuff might not make sense to you, but boomerang plot's not where we killed the freak, but it's where I killed my buck last year. It's where we killed that archery buck. Typically, we have pretty good luck, especially during rut. They seem to really run that area pretty good. Like I said, since we don't really have a target buck in mind, I think we're just gonna kind of go there. It's a pretty high up place. You can see a lot, kind of surveillance, if you will. We're gonna start there. If we don't see much, you know, tonight we might go to the west plot, which is where we did shoot the freak. Like I said, we're planning on hopping blinds. We've got 5 or 6 different towers out here, a couple tree stands as well. So we'll see what we see. Like I said, weather's not great, but the deer are horny. You guys stay tuned. Welcome to the High Fence Ranch. I love saying that. That's the best. I'm kidding. It used to be. It's not anymore. This sucker's hot.
The whole flannel.
Son. There it is. Yeah, no, that doesn't really help, but we're gonna go ahead and get the old 6.5 fed here. We are ready. Well, it wasn't the quietest, but I think we're good. The good news is, even though it is warm out, wind is ripping out of the south, which is basically right in our face. So we've got the food plot in front of us, wind blowing this way. So if anything does come in, they should not hear us. They should not smell us. They should not really see us. We've got blinds and curtains and stuff. So although the weather's not perfect for this location, we're actually set up pretty good. And all it takes, a couple does, want a little breakfast, okay? They start wagging their tail, and some buck comes across the ridge and gives a little whiff. He'll be focused on them and not us. So I've got this little tripod ready to go. So if I have to shoot out this bow window, this guy will be ready, but I'm also going to be prepared to go mobile. This blind has like 9 windows, so
that's a lot.
And we don't have any great intel where these deer are at, where they're coming from. So we've got some trail cameras, but just we don't have anything patterned. So pretty much anything goes. We've got, let's see how much time we got. Right at 30 minutes. Perfect amount of time. 30 minutes. Let everything calm down, get quiet, start kind of peeking these shades open and see if we get ourselves a big old buck on opening day. You guys stay tuned. All right, boys, we got looks like almost a small buck or the world's largest doe. I hear honkers.
Oh, they're going into the pond.
No way. Oh my gosh.
There's geese and people.
We gotta go goose hunting.
We should have brought the shotgun.
You're kidding me. Well, we got a buck. Can you tell? Is he a buck? Or just the world's largest doe?
Buck to me. We got a
Huge body. So I'm guessing buck right in front of us. But said the wind is muddy. But he cannot hear, smell us. He's sitting about 60 yards from us right now. Dude, them geese are horny. Look at them. You're kidding me.
It's a little spike.
Is it a little spike? He's got big old body on him.
You see this?
Dude, we messed up. Yeah, we messed up not bringing the old shotgun, dude. We could have easily smacked them honkers.
You see that goose?
Oh my God, look at him do it. They are just maple leafing too. Yeah, this guy's got absolutely negative clue we're here right now. So this is I feel good about our set. We just need something a lot bigger than him to come in. But yeah, he's not suspicious of us at all. In fact, he's walking right towards us right now. He's probably only 50, 40 now. Oh, what's he thinking? What's he saying? I think a big boy. Walking with the wind in his ass. Sounds about right for a spike.
He's genius.
He's figured it out, I think.
And he's into the corn.
And now he's gone. Well, in front of us, we've got beans mixed with corn. It doesn't look like Nebraska's really came up. Is there a little bit in front of us?
It might just be rye.
Yes, it doesn't look like Nebraska's really came up. We didn't get any rain, this fall. Just started raining like last week, but this is the blind that Banjo shot his buck out of. It's a really good lookout tower. You can see a lot. You can see really far too. But what we really need right now is for the does to load up and just start munching, and then the bucks that are looking for does, they'll come here and try to get a little action. That's when that 6.5 starts barking. There's 2 coyotes. You're kidding me. Dude, we should just blast these guys. Big old yotes, aren't they?
Yeah, big dogs.
Big yotes. Well, that certainly doesn't help our cause. Well, boys, we just saw 2 giant yotes. That is not what you want when you're deer hunting. I will say this. When I shot that bow buck, okay, the one you guys saw hanging in the cabin, we actually had coyotes come flying through the plot and scared all the deer out. And then 15 minutes later, that buck ran in and I shot him with a bow. So, and that was on this same exact plot. So it could be good luck. Was that last year that I shot one with a bow? I think it was.
A coyote?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were bow hunting down here.
And then we shot one. Yeah, so the coyotes are still thick. Even though Trapper Jay he's trapped 2 years in a row. Those are just giant coyotes. I don't know. Like I said, it brought us luck last time, but see if Big Boy shows up. Boys, we got another deer in the plot. Let's see here.
We got the big old deer here too.
Looks like a woman.
Does it?
I think it's a big old nanny. I don't see any antlers.
No antlers, huh?
Nah. But she's looking back.
Yeah, maybe she's
So there's a
got
chance that's all I said. That's all we need. All we need is for the does to just vibe. Just hang out. Have a good time. It's brunch, just hang out. Get a mimosa or something, just relax. It's interesting is the last few years, very, very few deer came in from that direction. And that's where that first one came in, right? Because he walked like this. That is weird. Both came from that corner.
Oh, it's a big old nanny.
This is just a big bobby?
Yes. I mean, the brisket on this doe
Yeah, she's
would
big.
feed a family. of
Yeah,
4.
she's a big bobby. Which, hey, if the ranch didn't have crazy genetics, we'd be shooting her, but we're here for some antlers. Like I said, they don't have to be the biggest, but we're going after mature bucks only. There's 1,000,000% going to be a deer that comes in behind her because she keeps looking.
100%. She keeps.
I'm hoping it's a big boy. She went down in the creek.
She went down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Hopefully something's coming.
Man, it's not really. Oh, there he is.
Oh yeah. Little guy.
Yeah.
He found her.
Yeah, he don't look that old. He's not like he don't look like a papaw. She don't want any piece of his ass though.
Nah.
She freaking He found her though. Yeah, where'd you go, Shotty? He's a nice one. Like
Really?
yeah. Like he looks pretty symmetrical. He doesn't look dusty though. I don't think at least. He looks young. I would say that's the kind. We're not here to shoot that kind. He's got a decent rack. He looks young. Looks like
4x4 already.
Is he?
Yeah, he's got brow tines. Probably a 2-year-old. See the brow tines.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He might be something one day.
He's nice and wide too.
Uh-huh. He's almost 2 zeros already.
Yeah, I bet he's 2.
And his brisket is not existing.
Yeah, his brisket's not hanging at all.
Yeah.
Well, we were hoping it'd be Grandpa chasing that woman, but just a young buck. She wanted no part of him, though. She took off. She came in, ate for like 10 minutes. She sprinted, and then 2 minutes later, he come walking out. She was not about it, but that's the kind we want to let him go, let him grow, if you will. Hopefully that guy's dad's somewhere around here. Oh, boys, we got another coyote. That is not good. That's a third one. The other two went that way, so that's got to be a different one. I mean, they're huge. They're giant. Like, you almost think they're like a little doe. And then you can just tell by, like, how quickly they're walking that they're not.
They just kind of have that little bounce.
Yeah. We haven't seen a deer in an hour. We might just...
Coyote hunt?
Might just have to let one rip. We gotta do a coyote. We should have brought I don't know if there is one in the shop here.
Coyote call?
Yeah.
There might be some crody call.
As ass backwards as that sounds. For opening rifle weekend. I mean, I feel like they might be the reason why there's no deer out here. They're so big. Like, they're by far the biggest cats I've ever seen. Dang. Well, got a little cloud cover, so the sun's not blowing us out too much, but full moon last night, 50 degrees, south wind. Not good. Not good. Coyotes, don't the coyotes get horned up on the full moons? They start howling and shit.
Yeah, they like that.
I feel like that's maybe what's going on. We got the coyotes dialed, but I don't know. If another one walks in the plot, we might have to let that 6.5 bark a little bit, let her get warmed up. Man, we got to get rid of these coyotes. There's a lot of them, and they're big. Oh yeah, you didn't think I'd leave the house without nectar, right? Look at this.
Everybody's gonna be mad at you.
This is a treasure. Okay,
you got one.
This is a hot/rare commodity. Okay, these are the Wagyu bites. A little birdie told me we've got a big, giant, massive shipment coming in the next week or so. Hopefully in time for the holidays. That's at least the goal. But I went ahead and found myself a little. I raided Banjo's glove box. Let's just say. Oh come on now. I mean,
Best deer blind snack of all time.
it's got to be the best deer blind snack, hands down. Well, we haven't seen anything about an hour and a half. We've seen 4 coyotes. 2 buck. Well, the first buck, little buck, and then that buck. And then we're not sure about those. So potentially 3 bucks, and then 2 does.
3 does.
3 does. Is that 6?
Yeah, 6 deer.
6 deer, 4 coyotes. A whole lot of crows. There's a lot of those laying around. But
And some geese.
and saw those geese nice and early. Other than that, we haven't seen much. And you can tell it's rut because things are just coming, going. In fact, the only deer besides that first little buck, everything's getting chased. The doe that came in got chased. The ones we saw over there got chased. The coyotes are chasing. Everything's chasing. I told you earlier, they're horny. Okay, but they're not horny over here. That's the problem. So about 11 a.m., I'd say, mid morning. There's always a chance you see something, but odds are, the bucks today have already found their does. They're probably locked down, or they're just bedded down, and they're gonna come back out. Hopefully this evening and feed. But I think we're gonna hop down. My plan: hop in the golf cart, do a little exploring. Okay, without busting. That's the beauty of the old quiet killer. Okay. You're not going to disturb nothing. But we did move one of the box blinds. The west plot, which is where we killed the freak. We set up 2 more box blinds over on that area. So I think we're going to go check that out. Because since all the crops and all the food plots have grown up, I haven't been back in there. So I think we're going to go climb up. Basically, we didn't figure out where we're going to sit tonight. We didn't see a whole lot of action out here. We could come back right here tonight. Perfect setup. But I feel like I didn't see anything crazy. We should go. I mean, the freak plot ain't going to ever steer you wrong. If the freak came from there, it must be worth something. So I think we're going to crawl down, hop in the golf cart, go to the other food plot, potentially climb up in another stand, kind of get a game plan, head back to the cabin, eat some lunch, relax for a little bit, and head out in the afternoon, hopefully shoot big old Sheila. You guys stay tuned. All right, fellas, we are approaching the new box blind, new setup at least. So we shot the freak in the plot just over our right shoulder. This is like, over your right shoulder, you see a food plot, and then here, that's where everything comes from. So everything beds down kind of in front of us here. So here's the thing, with the weather being really warm, I don't think the does especially are super keen on food. So we got food over there, bedding over here. My bet is, as they kind of come to food, they're going to get chased around. If we sit here, there's a chance, we'll go up there and look, there's a chance that we get them sooner, meaning they don't have to commit to the food. But if they do, we'll crawl up there and see if we can see the food plot and see where they're coming from bedding, this might be best of both worlds. So see up top. This could do it. Stay Grounded boys came out and they put one of these rigs in. So there's the blind. All right, now we'll go up and we'll see. So there's the food plot. That's basically right where we're at, is where the freak ran through. The fact that they're hitting that, and then I'll show you this. Jake pointed this out. Since we're after big bucks, I mean, that ain't a small deer.
No, that's big.
That ain't a small deer. Big old rubby. All right, I'm gonna get up in the blind and see what it looks like. All right, we're going up now. I don't know. I kind of like this. It's not directly over the food plot, but like I said, I don't think the deer are really that horny about the food right now because it's so warm out. This might be the better play. Alrighty, so you've got, oh yeah, you can see quite a bit in the food plot right over there. So I mean, not amazing. Meaning, there's just tall corn, so it would be. Yeah, you're right. We got to cut them 2 trees down. But I mean, tall corn's also just tough in general to work with. I kind of like it.
You're pretty much banking on something to funnel out of this cedar thicket or up out of that valley and get them before they get to the food.
Which the wind, as of right now, is ripping south.
Straight towards the food.
Going towards the food. I don't know, we'll think on it. We'll go back to the cabin and kind of make a plan. But this is the first time I've actually sat in this blind since everything's kind of grown up. And I think if a buck ends up chasing a doe from their bedding area, they're going to end up here. And even if you go in that blind over there, shooting them through all that corn and stuff, I feel like it's going to be tough. This is cut brome grass. I mean, you're going to shoot, and it's going to be a nice close shot.
Big old scrape.
I mean, if they go, or if they come check their scrape, this might be the chance to catch big boy slipping. Versus, again, they're not hungry. They're horny. Big difference. Big difference. Locked and loaded, boys. Well, we went and grabbed some lunch. Now we're back. We are in the blind we scouted. We're thinking they come from here. We also got some antlers. So might give it a little bit, let everything kind of calm down, but might give a little rattle action. You know, it's that time of year, 'tis the season. But we've got pretty good field of view in front of us. And then the whole food plot. It's kind of hard for you guys to probably see, but it's a huge food plot. We killed the freak right through there in the other blind shooting this way. But we figured this might be our best bet since it's not super cold. The does don't have to eat. So we're thinking if they're bedded down there, a buck gets on them, more than likely they'll get chased up this valley. That's where we give them the wham bam. Wish us luck. She gone. We're gonna see if we can rattle big boy in. We haven't seen anything yet, but rip to that antler, eh?
He's gone.
She gone. I think they could hear that though. That was really loud. Alright, we'll see what shows up. Yep. Dude, they're thick. I really want to shoot this little guy. Look at this jokester. But he got fleas or what? I said we should have just shot all the cats. We'd have like 5 by now.
This would have been the best guy on the date we ever had.
Just crazy how many of them there are. If it was not opening day, that guy would have been shot. I just don't want to mess up the deer hunting. But holy cow.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
It was like ringing a dinner.
He just come flying I was in season, I would have shot him because that's crazy. Shooting a bobcat in general is crazy. What in the hell is going on right now? You would think that the deer are extinct on the ranch, and now it's just predators. Alright, boys, shooter acquired. Look at this big boy. Is the ranch cooked? Or what? Sell it. Put it on the market. Look at this guy. He's coming right in. He's gonna come check out the scrape right here. Yeah, get that rope, son. Get that rope. Where is your father? Look at him licking that rope. Yeah, he's about it. Give that a rub. Yeah, get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. But he is just fired up.
Or maybe our rattling worked a little bit.
Yeah.
Scrape it.
Come on.
Get it.
Give it a dig.
I know you want to. Where's the bow when you need it?
Yeah, I was gonna say. 8-yard shot. Well, if the rest do that, I think we're gonna be in business. We just need something a lot bigger. He is absolutely oblivious, though. Well, that's the closest we've been to a buck. That's a fact, but
He barely qualified that guy
yeah,
as a buck.
he ain't too big. But hey, it's better than nothing. It's early. It's not even 3 p.m. So we still have, as of right now, we have almost 3 hours before dark. And again, with how warm it is, you never really know when they're gonna come out. Alright, boys, we got 2 big ass does right in front of us. They didn't get chased in here. Man, that front one's big.
Yeah, she is. She's stout.
Big girl. But if there's a buck nearby, they might still smell him. After that last little buck, we haven't seen anything for like an hour. It's setting up perfect. We just need the big bucks to show up now. I mean, we've got the does. You ain't seen nothing. That is giant doe, is it not? Holy, oh, that one's looking back. What you looking at, mommy? What you looking at, mommy? Come on, where you at, big boy? You know there's a buck around here that likes them thick like that. He's gotta be around here somewhere. Well, anything but a 4-year-old this range has got, okay? It's loaded with everything but. We got coyotes, bobcats, spikes, forks, does, you name it. 4-year-olds? Nah. That's right, baby. We ain't seen nothing. Next day, we are back in the same blind we were in yesterday morning. The weather's different. It's cold, north wind. Yesterday was not great, I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't our best day at the ranch. Lots of predators, not a lot of big bucks. Today, with the weather switch, it's a north wind, which means our wind's blowing towards the plot, but I'm covered in doe urine, so I think we'll be okay. Stay tuned.
He's down. Yeah, he didn't make it out.
No. Listen,
Putting a hurt on them suckers.
hey, I had enough. I had enough of them coyotes.
Can hardly deer hunt.
Yeah, like
They're just here every 10 minutes.
I've never seen this many coyotes before. It's constant. I couldn't resist. I told Jake, I said, listen, maybe that's why we're not seeing our deer. I don't know. You wouldn't think big bucks, especially big bucks, are scared of coyotes, but the coyotes are running around here like they own the place now, which has not been the case. I mean, aside from the time that we saw that 3-pack roll in when I shot my buck, and then last year I shot with a bow, other than those 2 times, I don't recall ever seeing coyotes at the ranch. In between yesterday and today, that's all we'd be seeing.
Which is crazy because Trapper Jay puts a hurt on
As I
them.
say, Trapper Jay has trapped dozens of coyotes out here, and they just keep coming. I couldn't pass it on. I see him coming. I say, this guy's coming right at the plot. We gotta take this one out. Well, we gave him the old wham bam. But we'll go ahead and reload in case something else comes in, whether it's a coyote or a deer. It's still early. Sun's barely even up, but one coyote down, baby. Let's go. Shoo! Alrighty, folks. Well, no deer. This is it's not predator farm, okay? Apparently the deer, I don't know where they're at. They're just hanging out. Somewhere, but not here. But we got ourselves a little coyote, so we're gonna go check him out. Like I said, I couldn't resist, okay? Maybe I'm angry, okay? Maybe I'm taking my frustration out on the coyote. But at the end of the day, this is probably the worst opening day. That doesn't mean there's no deer left here at the ranch, but probably the worst opening day I've seen. And it's the most predators I've seen. I think those two go together hand in hand. But either way, the predators got to go. I figured, listen, what's it gonna hurt, right? You shoot this coyote, what's it gonna hurt? Is it gonna hurt anything? We weren't seeing any deer anyway, so he should be right around this corner, it looks like. Wasn't it about yay?
Yeah, I think it was about, yeah.
I never saw him exit, so.
Oh, he's down the row of the corn.
Oh, God, yeah. Buddy's toast. Well, there he is, boys. One of many. There's a lot of them, as you guys saw on this adventure. But we're not hanging up the hat, okay? There's actually one more thing that we're going to show you. So, if you guys remember, 2 years ago, we were hunting opening week, just like it is right now, hunting the freak, and we heard a gunshot, and we caught a poacher, and they poached a pretty nice buck, bigger than any buck we saw this weekend, and called the game warden, found the guy, they prosecuted him. The game warden actually called me and said they've got the rack from that deer, and he wants to give it to us, and he's going to meet us here in like 30 or so minutes. So, although we didn't shoot a deer today, we're getting rack.
We're getting a rack.
We're getting a rack. You guys stay tuned. There it is.
There you go. Got him back.
I didn't shoot one today, but here we go.
This is like a reward.
It is. I would say if one like that walked out today, probably would have caught it. But what do you think? What's the biggest one you've seen this year get shot? You seen any giants? Because
No,
nothing's out here. Or is the ranch dead, or is just this county dead?
I just haven't seen very much deer movement this year.
So it's not just us.
No.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, a little
at
bit.
least. Well, that's the old. What was that? 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Imagine how big he'd be today.
Yeah, you imagine you let him go, let him grow now. 2 years ago, I feel like he'd be a lot bigger. So overall, though, you're saying the deer movement, big deer, you're not seeing people shoot big ones.
Nope.
Dang.
Rip.
I wonder if it's. Yeah, do you think EHD or?
No, I can't. I'm not sure.
No idea. It's just
No idea.
it just is what it is. Well, at least we got this back. Shoo! All right. Well, we are headed back. I know. I lied.
You did lie to
I
them.
lied. I lied to you guys. I said we are not leaving the ranch until we kill a buck, and here I am actively leaving the ranch without a buck in hand.
Antlers.
But technically, we acquired horns in one way or the other. Okay. But the only reason why we're leaving, you can see it's cloudy over there. Huge rainstorm. I mean, they're talking 1 to 2 inches of rain coming in this afternoon to tonight. So obviously that's not gonna do good all through tomorrow. So there's no sense in just sitting in a cabin for 2 days while it rains. So we're gonna go back, potentially come back. We'll have to see what we see. Again, we saw not a whole lot this trip, but according to the game warden, he said nobody's shooting them. Like nobody's shooting big bucks. He hasn't seen any big buck during archery season. He hasn't seen any big bucks. Thankfully, he hasn't caught any poachers around here. So we don't know. We don't know if it's a disease issue or if it's just a weather issue, a timing issue, or what. Nobody knows. But I mean, I talked to every neighbor that I could find around here, and nobody's shooting much. So you guys will let us know comment down below. Anyone kind of in that Omaha, Nebraska area, you guys seeing deer, or do we just suck? What's the deal there? But like I said at the beginning of the video, Bucks has brand new cold gear. This flannel, my absolute new favorite. Super warm, fuzzy fleece, but we've got the bibs, we got the coat, we got the buff, we've got the blaze orange gear, okay, if you want to get geared up for rifle season. Everything that you guys need for deer hunting is available at ducksbucks.com. We'll catch you guys next one, and peace.